Welcome back to another video, guys. It's your boy KIDSTATIIC. I am back with another video. Today we'll be reacting to Bronny James is back and still ass. So let's get into the video. If you haven't seen the Lakers preseason game, make sure you check out the clips on YouTube at least. The game itself really wasn't that interesting, although I did see a lot of YouTubers posting up saying that, oh, there's more to the game than the stats. You just have to look deeper. And we're going to get into it now because honestly, I disagree.
Well, the LA Lakers opened their preseason slate last night. And while the 40-year-old James Sr. was not in action, out, of course, while nursing a litany of fake injuries.
Obviously, coming off the MCL sprain of last year, obviously, the foot has kind of given me a little problems from time to time throughout the course of the last few seasons. So
LeBron James Jr., a.k.a. Bronny, was on the court in full force against the dreadful Phoenix Suns. The same Suns who finished just 36-46 a season ago, missed the play-in tournament altogether, then had arguably the worst offseason of any team in the entire league, which included them getting rid of both Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant. As a result, the Suns are not expected to be very good this season, as they are currently sitting at the 22nd best odds to win the NBA championship this year, an insane long shot of plus 40,000, which means for any of you betting novices out there, a $100 bet would pay out 40,000 big ones. Anyway, yeah, that team dismantled the Lake Show last night to the tune of 103-81. A game which, wasn't even that close, with the Suns jumping out to as large as a 27-point lead in the third quarter. Though there is certainly no reason to panic in Tinseltown, as skinny Luka, who looked absolutely fantastic in the Eurobasket tournament this summer while showing off.
And honestly, my only problem with the Lakers is the same problem they had last year. Just put offense to the side because we know that they can score when needed. The problem is the defense. We didn't even see that last night. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, he was getting blown by. He was getting dunked on. He did have a couple blocks, a couple stops, but it really wasn't as fluid as you kind of thought it would be. Now, come on. We know that LeBron was out, glute injury, okay? Luka's resting, which I don't understand why Luka is resting. I think that they should be playing in these preseason games. That way they can get that actual chemistry that they need. We saw the Suns. They played Devin Booker, right? They played Royce O'Neal. They played, what's his name? Grayson Allen. So they played a lot of their key players just so they can get the chemistry started off earlier. And honestly, I think the Lakers should have done the same thing. Now, Austin Reeves played a good game, scored 20 points, but he did miss a lot of threes. I think he was like 1 for 5. Bronny was 1 for 12, and they kept hyping up that one clip. The problem is the defense. So they said that when they added Aiden, it was going to be a big difference. Now, I will say we did not see Marcus Smart play, and people are saying that he's the anomaly, right? He could change it, right? He could actually add to the defensive side of this team. And we really don't know that. This isn't the same Marcus Smart. This isn't his prime Celtics Marcus Smart. This is an older Marcus Smart, right? So I don't think they're going to get too much from Marcus Smart, but we'll see.
That new astonishing body transformation sat out in this game, as did his bus riding and alleged top 10 teammate, 40-year-old LeBron James. So not much to glean from this outcome last night, as JJ was quick to point out in his post-game press conference.
Yeah, we have 3 elite offensive creators on our team, and we only had one of those guys in the lineup tonight, and they've got good perimeter defenders. So,
though it wasn't all glass half empty for JJ in this one, as there were some positives.
We just haven't had enough time. We will get there. I'm very confident. And there were some bright spots for us. I thought Vando played extremely hard, was very disruptive. CK's minutes were great. Good for Austin to be able to score efficiently in a limited amount of time. RJ was a bright spot in that second half. So there were some good stuff,
such as the surprising solid play of Bronny James. Yeah, because of course that didn't happen Bronny was back and looked like straight ass. Of course, Bronny lit it up during his legendary year 1 with the Lakers, following Daddy hijacking the team and forcing them to draft the 8th leading scorer on a mediocre college unit.
It's a complete crap.
Yeah, so it probably shouldn't have come to a surprise to anyone that Bronny didn't fare very well in that circumstance and struggled mightily last season, posting a minus 7.2 box plus minus, which ranked 679th out of 735 total players who logged a single minute last season. That was while averaging 7 minutes per game in the 27 games he appeared in and dropping just 2.3 points per game on 31% shooting from the field. Yeah, again, needless to say, it was not a banner rookie season for Bronny, but there was reason for optimism from the Bronny James truther camp following an encouraging performance in the Summer League this year. But yeah, all of that optimism is out the window.
Honestly, I think Bronny James' only problem, and I'm not a professional basketball player, so I really can't speak. I'm just speaking from my opinion. I think that he has potential, but I think that his window got sped up. If he just would have finished out at college and then got into the NBA, I think he would have been in a little more rhythm. Because he was mediocre in college, you know. He didn't really spend that much time there, and then he got right to the NBA. So it was unfortunate for him because he didn't get to learn fully in college. He kind of just skipped straight to the NBA, and now he's getting all these lessons like in real time, and that's his problem. But can he overcome it? I mean, who knows? But I think he could potentially down the line be like a solid 3-and-D player, but not like a all-star, anything like that.
Following last night's turd of a performance, how does 1 of 12 from the field and 1 of 8 from the three-point line grab you? That was in 24 minutes of play off of the bench. But Bronny did pour in 8 points while making 5 of his 6 free throw attempts.
Impressive. Very nice.
So at least he had that going for him. Despite the struggles from the field, though, after the game, Bronny was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, definitely felt like I was more comfortable, especially with the ball in my hands, and with the defensive and offensive schemes. But just trying to fill it out, trying to fill out my role still, and just continuing to grow during the season.
Honestly, I really feel bad for Bronny because he's in this tough position of where he kind of has to perform because of who his father is. But when you see him play, you think to yourself, oh, this guy must be good. And then you see him shoot and you're like, what's going on here? Like sometimes he does subtle good movements and other times he just kind of, I don't know what it is. And these teams leave him open. Like they're daring him to shoot and he can't really make it happen.
Perhaps maybe it was just a matter of poor shot selection. No, because that was good as well.
I felt like they were, pretty good shots. It wasn't rushed, wasn't, forcing anything. Didn't have my legs under me as much as I wanted to. So a lot of them were short, but, most of them were online and I felt like I could have made those. I think I, took some good shots.
And it actually is difficult to argue with him on that one. I mean, look at some of these shots. Ultimately, this is just a case of like father, like son here. The apple clearly doesn't look to have fallen very far from the tree. But listen, Bronny is still young and still feeling it out.
I'm just trying to fill it out, trying to get some reps in with, the guys. There's probably not going to be as many opportunities during the season. So just, coming out and playing hard, playing my game and doing the non-negotiables. So, JJ sees that and maybe, give me an opportunity during the season.
After all, he doesn't even turn 21 until Monday. Perhaps he should have, stayed in school to mature and let his game develop so he would be more properly prepared for the NBA stage and not left open for mock and ridicule by these humiliating performances thrust further under the microscope because he is playing on his all-time great father's team, put in that very situation by his father, all for some sick feather in his cap.
It's probably, you know, when it comes to basketball, it's the greatest accomplishment that I've ever had. Done it all as an individual, but there's no greater accomplishment that would be able to overtake me being on the same floor as my son. So it's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
But, well, this is where we are. And this is where poor old Bronny is going to find himself for yet another season.
It's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
And this is why the LA Lakers are so utterly finished with LeBron James.
I agree 100%. I think LeBron tosses around his weight as a great player to kind of gets what he wants, but sometimes he ends up destroying teams while he's doing that. This time, kind of like with the Luka trade, right? Some people think that LeBron knew about it. Some people think that he didn't know about it. Now, I think it makes more sense that he didn't know about it because the way he started acting when Luka got put on the team and how they started pretty much management started siding with Luka. Luka's the future. That's pretty much what they were saying. And we've seen all this stuff coming out about LeBron saying, hey, look, like, I don't really care about Luka's window. Like, you guys got to respect my window. I'm LeBron. Like, and LeBron is forcing Bronny on the team, right? He's doing all these things that really don't help the Lakers right now if they really want to win a championship. But look, I want you guys to jump in the comments. How do you guys feel about Bronny James? What do you guys think about the Lakers? If you're one of those people that think the Lakers can actually win a championship, jump in the comments. I want to know how you guys feel. How do you guys feel about this overall Lakers roster as well? I got a lot of stuff I actually want to put out about this team. That'll be coming soon. So, like always, guys, hit that like button. Got to get this video up there. Subscribe if you're new. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.